Hey, what is up everybody? This is Harrison Barron, and today I want to talk to you guys about the one thing that could drastically make your business significantly, and I mean significantly, more successful from day one. Alrighty guys, so you're probably watching this video and you're hoping to find out what is going to make your business super successful from day one using this one thing. And you guys are ready for this? It is a CRM. I'm putting my hands up for the thumbnail. But what is a CRM? A customer relationship manager. Essentially what that is a place to put all of your contacts, your data, your information, everything like that in one centralized location. You're probably wondering, why do I need that? I could do business with anybody. What's the point of doing that? A good CRM, and there's CRMs that are more broad brush strokes like HubSpot and Salesforce, or more niche ones that are like ConnectWise for the IT industry. So you're probably wondering why you might need one or why you should even consider looking into one for your business. Every business needs to keep track of its customers. It doesn't matter if they're past customers, existing customers, or even potential customers that could be coming down the line. Keeping track of those people is so critically essential for growing your business. Now you're probably saying, why is that so important? Or that seems so obvious. Why am I even watching this video? I don't think you understand the power of how important a CRM really is. A good CRM, and we're going to go over some quick things on what a good CRM can provide, is it's going to provide an entire database with all of your contacts, probably the companies that you're dealing with or companies that you do deal with, a way to track just about everything from sales, emails, click-throughs on your website, everything like that, even forms on your website. It's also going to have some kind of built-in system for your company. And I say a built-in system, there's ticketing systems like the IT industry, there's also ticketing systems in like HubSpot and Salesforce. There's also more specific things that are going to perform actions based on your industry. Now, typically those actions are pretty much standard across the board, but I don't want anyone to say, hey, you didn't mention that. So, for example, in the IT industry, there's a software called ConnectWise, and that allows for every computer to be put into the system and for technicians to go through and click right through to that computer to take control of it and fix an issue. So every CRM is going to be totally different, and every CRM is going to be totally differently priced based on what it's actually doing. So, for example, I have a customer who uses Shopify for their entire company. Their entire company runs on one platform, one software on the internet, and that's how they run all their business. The really nice part about that is Shopify has a really good CRM pre-built into the software that makes life a million times easier for just about everything. It keeps track of customers, how many times they've bought. There's plugins that you can have for pre-ordering things when they need to go out. There's also other plugins for email marketing solutions and all of this kind of stuff. So you're kind of custom building your own CRM inside of Shopify. But if I needed to go back and look and say, hey, did John Smith buy XYZ item? I could go in and look at that. And not only can I see how many times John Smith went in and looked at that item, but I could say, hey, John Smith looked at that item 12 times. They purchased it after 4 or 5 visits. We sent them a follow-up thank you email, and John Smith came back a month or 2 later and also bought again, driving more business and sales to the business owner. So you're like, this must be the greatest thing ever. It is amazing, but there is a catch like everything else. It takes a very long time to find the right CRM for your business. It took me a while to find my CRM, and I'm sure it's going to take you guys a little while to find your CRM. But in this video now, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to make your life a lot, and I mean a lot easier when it comes to finding out what CRM you need. First, go up to other companies that you may or may not know and ask them what they're using. I swear it's that simple. If you ask them, they will probably tell you there's no secret sauce behind it. Some companies, if they have the budget for it, will build their own CRM. It's extremely expensive and it's typically found in larger companies. However, there are smaller companies that will build a CRM for whatever they need inside of their company. They're also super easy to customize for yourself. For example, my company uses HubSpot. I can customize HubSpot really well to fit for my business. It's also built for companies like mine. It's really beneficial. It also does make things a little more difficult because just because I have the secret sauce, everybody else in my industry has the secret sauce. So what am I doing today, things like building a YouTube channel, to stay ahead of my competition and make sure that I'm always top of mind with my customers? That to me is the most important. Everybody's going to have their own CRMs. There's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them coming up, and there's startups and everything like that. For example, HubSpot was a startup 10 years ago. We all know about Salesforce. Fastest company to $1 billion. $1 billion. That is so much money. But there's Salesforce engineers who can get hired by companies to custom tailor that entire software to work exactly for your business. So you're probably thinking now, well, I don't have $1 million. What can I do? There's plenty of free ones. There's Zoho. There's HubSpot that's free. Salesforce has a starter package that's pretty cheap. But also, you got to remember what you're doing for your business and what is really important to you and your company. I highly recommend talking to your competitors and asking them what they use. Also, when you're talking to them and asking them what they use, ask them what they like and what they don't like. Every business owner has different needs and wants and requires different things. For example, some of my customers really love analytics and they really love data, which is super important for me to give them really good data because they want to be able to go through it. I also have customers that say, hey, when my phone rings or I just want to see how many submissions I get. Fine, I could do that too. I could do both things. And when you could do that, it makes life really, really simple for myself because I'm no longer stressing out about something that I needed to do. It's already done because what I needed was pre-built into the softwares that I bought. But finding out the right CRM for you and your company and your needs is going to be super, super important when it comes to growing your company. Because not only that, but a lot of these are also scalable. So when you bring on employees and you bring on people to help you grow your business, there's going to be certain things that they need and things that you don't want them to have. So for example, you don't want your employees to have the ability to spend your money on different things. Because of that, you can make sure that they have restricted access. Things like controlling their access to different things. There's also different parts of CRMs that prevent employees from getting into sensitive data that they might not be allowed to have, or maybe they don't have a non-disclosure, so they can't have that kind of data. All of these different things happen. For me, another really beneficial thing that I love is when I meet somebody through somebody else, I can track that and keep a chain of who I met, from how, and all of that kind of stuff. So that way, when it comes down to it and I need to take somebody out to lunch, I know exactly who I can take out to lunch, who referred me, who brought me into that company, and who I need to thank ultimately for the business. Because if you don't show thanks, you're never going to get anywhere. That is very true. And lastly, don't be afraid to test. It takes a while to get used to a CRM, and it takes a while to find one that's really going to work for you and your business. Because of that, don't think that you need to get the best one on the market right away. Your company is going to grow and change over time, and finding the right CRM for now versus later is going to help a lot. Personally, I like to think of myself in the future always. What can I do today that's going to help me tomorrow and 6 months and a year from now? One of the reasons why I was so gung-ho on Salesforce, thinking that that was going to be the right solution. Ultimately, for me, that failed. But I learned from that and I went and found another solution that is going to scale correctly for my business. And when I got Salesforce, I jumped probably a little too ahead of myself. Because of that, I spent some money, wasted some money on that company, and ultimately had a really bad experience. And unfortunately now, I don't really particularly care for the company. But what I did do after that and found out that it wasn't going to be the best fit solution for me was go out and vet a bunch of different CRMs. And when I say a bunch, I think I went through like 10 or 12 of them. And if you go online and just Google what kind of company you're looking to start and say CRMs for that company, you're going to find one, I promise you. I would make a video about that, but there's so many different industries and stuff like that that it's not even worth going through. And when I say there's a lot, I mean there's stuff for accountants, there's stuff for lawyers, doctors. I mean everything under the sun there's a CRM for. Making sure that you have return customers and you're making regular contact with these people is only going to help you stay top of mind, and adding value to those people is going to bring them back and ultimately bring returning business. That's really what you want in the short term and the long term. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please share it out with another like-minded individual. And when I say like-minded individual, somebody that's an entrepreneur in sales, looking to start a business, those are the people that are going to find a ton of value in my content. I really appreciate it, guys. Also, 2 videos are going to be going up here. I'm still kind of new to this, so 2 videos are going to be going up here. Click on one of those. Watch it. You might find some more value out of it. My ultimate goal for this channel is to continue providing more value for you guys. And if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. It means the world to me. It does help me grow the channel, and that way I can take you guys on my journey of growing my business. I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.